Okay, this reading is for Lady Nighthawk. She won the Guess What's on My Desk contest. I want to thank her so much for being so patient with me while I finally got around to doing this reading for her. So, congratulations, and here we go. She sent me in some questions that she'd like me to answer, if I can. For the runes, she wants to know why I was born. What is my gift to offer to the world? That's kind of a tough one to answer, but I'll see what the runes have to say. Okay, this one's standing up, so it goes upright. And so far, I see patience, omens, possibly some stress and obstacles, and a certain necessity. So I would say maybe that's her purpose. She's needed. All right. So I see progress, changes, movement, trust, the self, modesty, thought, and creativity. And harmony, blessings, joy, affection. So I would say overall, Lady Nighthawk, that your purpose is just to be here, to help other people with your gifts. There's patience. You bring blessings with joy and affection upon people's lives. There's a long ways to go. And she's going to have to concentrate on herself for now. But her gift is just to comfort other people. You're a real blessing to many people's lives. Didn't get real distinctive, but that's just how the rings are. All right. Now, here I'm doing the tarot cards. I'm shuffling them up. Lady Nighthawk. And I wasn't sure if it's okay to use your real name, so I'm just using your name that you use on YouTube. Lady Nighthawk. Oh, and her question for the tarot is, what spiritual lesson am I trying to master right now? Huh. Well, let me read them, and maybe we can figure out from there. Okay, I see there's a few here with financial issues, problems. It seems like the household is working okay without the money, but the money's always there, always a problem, always an issue. Just try to keep on going and enjoy what you do have, not so much the money, but just the things you can't buy. Love, happiness, peace, contentment. And here's possibly an older man. Seems to bring some stability to your life, some emotional stability to your life. You've been hurt in the past, so you're very cautious about what you do and how you go about it. Here is another money issue, problems. It looks like your household just is having issues with that aspect, but overall it seems you're happy. But I see some sort of heartbreak. Something's really going to bother you. Something is going to really hurt. Maybe someone else is going to do something to you that'll hurt you, but it's more of an emotional sense. But you will be, feeling kind of down here in the near future. What's to come? I see you doing a lot of self-reflecting in the past, and upset about your losses and stuff. You're going to get over that. You're going to go on with your life. You're going to stop crying over spilt milk. You've not made some wise decisions here in the past, but it looks like you've finally figured out what's going on. You know what you're doing, where you're going, how to get there. Looks like you got it under control. And fertility, that's creativity, rich ideas, not just in a, not just a pregnancy, but an emotional thing, something, or even physical, something you're working on is going to come about. Something you've been really trying hard on, it's going to work out for you. It's going to be all right. But still, I see this unhappiness. Something doesn't seem to be satisfying you for some reason. You have every reason to be happy, which I can't figure out what's going on here. Maybe it's because you're counting too much on financial issues and less on enjoying what you have before you and what you already do have. I'd say try to count your blessings for what you do have. The spiritual lesson that you're trying to master right now, I would say, is you're trying to get in touch with yourself, with your inner self. I see hurt. And emotionally, it just doesn't seem to be you're allowing yourself to be happy. Too much is depending on money here. And like I said before too, it looks like you've been hurt in the past and you're afraid that it's going to happen again. And it looks like it will happen again. That's just part of life. But we hurt, we get over it, we go on. Rely more on your own creativity and your own abilities. Something you've been working on, enjoy it, appreciate that instead of needing the money issue so much, if that makes sense. So that might give you your spiritual lesson. All right. Okay. I forgot to get my tarot deck and my dice. So I'm going to pause this for a second and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of Lady Nighthawk's reading. I'm back. Just needed a sip of coffee there. Okay, I couldn't quite decide which oracle card I should read, and this is always an old favorite, Madame Endora's fortune cards. So I'm going to read you one of these. shuffling them up. All right, your card is the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. And let me look that up. Here we go, 15 to 17. Okay, the Hand of Fate. The Hand of Fate works in mysterious ways. Forces beyond your control intervene in your current situation, and destiny offers new opportunity. Justice prevails. Oh, so a new opportunity comes along. You want to be on the lookout for that. Sounds pretty favorable. Okay, here we go with the dice. Okay, you got, it's a 10. You got fire, that's the sun, that's fire. And Cancer, which is water. So you got fire over, greater fire over water. Let me look this up and read it from the book. Greater fire over water. Oh no, that was the sun, so it'd be greater sun over water. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Greater sun over water. I think I'm getting close here. And here we go. Greater sun over water. The sunny shore. Physical feeling, joy, health, leisure. A blindingly bright, golden beach. Sand and blue water mixed with a strong sun above. The sun's positive, health-bringing influence is strong here, and since it is greater than the existing water, it does not allow for water's murkier or less enjoyable emotions to make themselves known at all. Instead, the scene is given bright light and enjoyable heat. The sun can be warm, but it is not beating mercilessly down upon the dried ground in this pairing because there is no earth, only water instead to provide pleasant relief. If you're asking about any situation at all regarding love, friendship, or feelings, greater sun is one of the best elements to move into. It represents glorious success and happiness. Any should I questions have been answered here with a resounding yes. There are many cycles in nature, but within them must be times when the sun is highest in the sky and you are at the beach in summer. The older days of work and worry have been paid. Now it's time for leisure. Ice will melt, blockages will be dissolved, and warm success will follow instead. This can be a very intoxicating effect. It gives a bright, positive rush of success and reward, and it feels good. There's a chance of being blinded by the constant shine on the water and losing yourself in thinking that a life of leisure is all that matters. So remember to keep hold of the important things and not go into decadence. Going too far into vanity or seeking personal glory could spoil the things that you previously gained from the water. Water frequently involves other people, so keeping them in mind instead of caring only about yourself is a good way to stay grounded. Another way to explore this is to look into the spiritual aspects of the sun. It is not common firelight, but something purer and more refined that speaks directly to us from above. The constant light brings health, joy, and illuminates every dark corner. This can help you feel your focus and let the truth come out. You'll have good information to work with due to its influence. For now, take time to relax and celebrate, as needs are met and happy emotions rule. There is warm weather, cool water to drink, clear ocean to swim in, and a reliable hot sun above. Keep your gaze away from the brightest light, and remember to stay connected to whatever water there is so that it isn't driven off entirely by the heat. Celebrate that water moving towards success. Okay, that sounded like a pretty good one there. Now, one last thing. This is for your question. In response to your dream. In my dream, I could see from a distance that my husband was taking a shower. In my dream, I knew I was watching him because I felt something was about to happen to him. So let me see. Right there, let me see what that says. Oh, come on. Shower. Okay, the dream of taking a shower is an omen of coming prosperity. Oh, that's good news. Okay, so while you were watching him, you realized that the shower walls were invisible. As he was showering, he began to wash his hair, and then suddenly out of the blue, he fell against the shower wall, still standing. And as soon as I saw this happen, I ran to him through the invisible walls. As soon as I got to him, I reached out to grab him. As I reached for him, he started to slide down the wall toward the floor of the shower. As he slid down the wall, there was this decomposition of dark matter left on the wall, outlined by his upper body and arms and head. That's what I saw on the shower wall as he began to fall. Then suddenly you woke up, and you saw that he was still alive. Okay. So okay. This says, you will soon hear very good news. It frequently signifies news of a birth. So possibly there's good news coming, possibly regarding a birth. Let me look up one more thing here. You give some good details. It helps. Okay, the walls of the shower represents obstacles. Since you were able to go through it, somehow you reached out to grab him. Well, no. This doesn't apply to any of your situations. Jumping over a wall, walking along the top of a wall, you didn't do any of that in your dream. Okay. Well, okay. Decay. You talk about decomposing. Whatever the nature of the decayed material, this dream is telling you that you've got some stormy weather ahead. So since it was your husband, boy, you and your husband might have some difficulties coming up. Maybe. I hate to say that, but I'm just reading the book here. Let me see. One last thing. Falling. Your husband who was falling in the shower. Okay. Falling means a fear in the dreamer's life, such as a fear of a moral lapse, job failure, sexual inadequacy, loss of status, it could indicate setbacks, but modified by the detail of his action. Okay, you weren't falling, he wasn't falling to the ground far, he was just standing up in the shower and fell. So, these fears will be upsetting but temporary. So apparently you have a fear for your husband of something. I see falling into water since he fell in the shower. It means financial stress, but the water factor and condition must also be considered. Well, this reminds me of, well, you check this out though. Being in the shower, you're in water, or he's in water. Since he was in the shower, I would assume he was in hot water. It portends a season of social and or business setbacks. But running water predicts lasting happiness. So there might be some happiness coming, but you also, it seems you have fears of something involving your husband. But seeing as there's happiness in it, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Alright. So I hope that helped you out, Lady Nighthawk. Hope it gave you some answers. I want to thank you and congratulations again on winning the contest. So I hope you have a great day and overcome those fears. And you keep on getting out there and making a difference in people's lives. Because that's your purpose. Alright. Peace. Believe. Bye-bye.